amazing Ivi Demi! What's going on, everybody? How we doing? Feeling good. Awesome. Happy 3-day weekend. Who's first time in Bushwick Comedy Club? Make some noise. Anybody? First timers. How'd you guys hear about it? You guys see flyers?
Google.
How does Google? All right. I'm trying to figure out how people find out about things in Bushwick. I have an idea. Imagine singing telegram is a popular way around here. For those of you who haven't been here, Bushwick Comedy Club, it's a great comedy club. Like any venue in Bushwick, all of our comics have what? Top surgery. We've all had it. Every single one of us. It's mandatory. It's just a part of doing business in Brooklyn these days. It's worth it. It's all right. I had to get the boobs first to lose them, but it was easy. I don't know if you guys. I'm on a lot of pills. And I don't know if you guys. This is a real thing. There was a medication a while ago. I had a doctor who was like trying to put me on a bipolar medication, and he's like, "You got to take this. It's going to change your life." And then I looked at the side effects, and it said that in men it could lead to breast development. It's a real thing. And I was like, hey, listen, I'm mildly psychotic as it is, but if you want me to be a complete psychopath, slap some boobs on me. You know what I mean? Like, that might push me over the edge. If you thought I was insane and emotionally underdeveloped before that, me with tits, gonna be worse. You know what I mean? Like, that's not, I don't know what he was thinking. Hey, listen, we understand you want to kill yourself, but you're not going to die with this rockin' set of tits. There's no way you're gonna let those bad boys go to waste. It's not, you get out there and let life motorboat you, I guess. I don't know what, I never squeezed a pair of tits in the mirror and thought, I think I can forgive my dad now. You know what I mean? Like, it's not how mental health works. It's crazy. It's wild. If you guys know this too, we do have a policy here. If you guys don't have a fun show, the host has to take an object that you select from these shelves and put it inside himself. It's a rule that we have here, and I know one of you is like, I'm gonna say Millennium Falcon, and that's just lava lamp. I can do lava lamp. I can slide that in. The jar of pickles, maybe. I don't. Individually, yes, please. No, you're like, no, the whole jar. We had a really bad time. Oh, it's great. I'm happy to be here. I'm turning 35 this weekend. It's my birthday this weekend. Thank you. Appreciate it. It's nice to finally be the same age that my dad was when he started hitting me, which is good. It's nice to meet him there. You know what I mean? Like, that's. I don't have kids, but I just hit one outside in solidarity. That was. If anyone has a crying kid in the lobby, that was me celebrating early. It's wild. I also think about the fact I can run for president. 35, baby, I can do it. It's one of those things where I think about it now, and like a lot of people are like, Evie, like, how could you run for president? You have no experience in politics, and you have a troublesome history on Twitter and with women. Oh my God, you could be president. Actually, yeah, no, absolutely. Run, please do it. Been ready for years. I have a coke problem too. That probably sets me up good. I don't know if you guys know this a lot. There's a big cocaine usage thing in the comedy community. A lot of comics do coke. And when I first started doing open mics, my mom thought it was going to be an issue. She said, hey, are you going to develop a cocaine problem? I said, I promise you I won't. It's pretty easy to get. There's no problem at all. Actually, it's everywhere. I've had no issues getting it. No cocaine problems here. I'm more of a weed guy, I'll be honest. I smoke a lot of weed. I'm a little high right now, if you can't tell. It's just a little bit high. You guys ever do this thing where you get so high, you start watching Love Island on Netflix, and you get a few episodes in, and you realize, oh shit, I think this is Temptation Island. I think it's the wrong show. And then you get a few more episodes in, and you're like, I think this might be MILF Island. And you get a few more episodes in, and you're like, no, I think this is F-Boy Island. And then you start realizing that every dating show is just a bunch of women trapped on islands with monsters. And you start freaking out because when these women get kicked off these shows, they have to swim for their freedom. And you start panicking and you're like, wait, I gotta get my heart rate back on track. So you go to buy Coke from your dealer. But then you realize every time you order Coke from your dealer, he says, meet me in this bathroom. and you realize every time you've ordered Coke is just like a meeting between gay lovers. And then you think, man, did I want Coke or did I just want to kiss my drug dealer? And then you lean in a little bit, but he backs away and leaves, and then you walk home alone without drugs.
Wow.
You guys ever do that? Anybody ever do that exact sequence of events in that order? Anybody ever? Just me? All right. It's every time I smoke weed, that's what happens. It's Jewish people controlling the weather. Let's talk about it. Let's get into it. Let's talk about it. That's why, I don't know if you guys have a favorite conspiracy theory. That's my favorite one. I think it's the most insane theory that's been floating around again these days, which is crazy to me because if Jewish people were controlling the weather, why would they be annually flooding the holy city of Boca Raton? You know what I mean? Like, we know how important that place is to the Jewish religion. I don't know why they would be doing that. It doesn't make any sense to me, right? I think if Jewish people controlled the weather, like hurricanes wouldn't hit all of Florida. But I think, given the way that Florida's shaped, Jewish hurricanes would just sort of snip the tip of it. You know what I mean? Like, just kind of shave off the tip of Florida a little bit. And then after a few hurricanes, we're like, hey, do you guys realize that more women are okay with putting Florida in their mouth now? Is that weird to anybody? Why is that? Why is it a little bit easier to clean and maintain Florida in the shower now? That's a little interesting. Florida's getting less UTIs, and it's no longer getting caught in its own zipper. That's cool. What's happening to Florida? I like that. It's a really cool thing. I do, this is the things I think about. Here's another thing. I talk a lot about time travel with my friends because we're virgins. This is what we do. It's a transition when you get to my age and you stop seeing enough G-strings, you start talking about string theory. It's a natural progression. It's a natural progression. It's what conversations meld to with your best friends. We get into the same debate that I'm sure you guys get into. The whole country gets into this debate when we talk about time travel. You know, if you had the power to go back in time and you knew it would save millions of lives, would you go back and kill baby Jesus? Would you do it? Would you guys do it? Would you do it? If it could save millions of lives, would you? I'd do it right away. You can't find me a tiny crucifix fast enough. I would do it right away. And I think that's the first thing I'm doing with my powers is taking out every religious leader in history. I'm taking out Moses, Buddha, not Muhammad, obviously. I'm not crazy. It's not touching that. I might kill a guy that I can't even draw. I'm not doing that. I also still need my food delivered to me, so I can't take him out right away. I can't. No, absolutely not. No, I'm being facetious. I know it's the scenarios with Hitler. I know the scenarios with Hitler. But I think even in that scenario, it's a little weird that, like, if I have time travel, why do I have to get him when he's a baby? Like, I have time travel. Can I get him when he's in high school? You know what I mean? Is that okay? Like, something I can stomach a little bit. You know what I mean? Which makes me think, but that's like a popular scenario we talk about in time travel, like killing baby Hitler. Which makes me feel like whoever created that scenario didn't want to kill Hitler. They wanted to kill a baby with the least amount of repercussions. And they're like, this is the one. I think people are going to let this one slide. It's the one. I don't know. I'm very, I'm averse to violence. So I think if I had time travel and I was going to try to stop the Holocaust, I wouldn't go back and kill Hitler, but I will go back and seduce his mom. It's my strategy. I think that's the way to do it. Slowly at first, we have a few romantic trysts, you know, reaching for the same schnitzel at the local coffin house, which is a German word I just made up. It's that easy. But it's like she falls in love with me, you know. We build a relationship. She divorces her husband. She marries me. I become Hitler's stepdad. And I instill in him the right morals and values, the lessons between right and wrong, so that fateful day when he does get kicked out of art school, he comes back and we go hang out at our lake house for a bit in Bavaria. We sit by the dock and he's sitting next to me and he says, "Dad, I feel like nobody gets my work." And I cry a little bit because it's the first time he called me dad. We have a bit of a moment, you know. He's like, "Dad, I feel like I don't know if anybody gets my work. I feel like nobody understands me. I feel like everyone's out to get me. I don't know what to do with my life anymore." And I put my arm around him and I say, "Hey, listen, buddy, it's hard being a creative in this world. Not everyone's going to support your art. Not everyone's going to be rooting for your success. A lot of people are going to be competing against you or out to get you. But I just want you to know, you know who's not responsible for any of that? The Jews, man. Had nothing to do with it at all. The Jews had nothing to do with how bad your art is being accepted. Your teacher is not even Jewish. Did you know that? She's not. Your art teacher is not Jewish. She's Protestant. I hope you know that. There's one lesson you take with you. Please remember that for the rest of your life. And he's like, "You're right, Dad. I love you." And I'm like, "I love you too, Adolf Hitler." I have a comedy friend, and we think it's funny if we give each other punchlines that we got to write jokes to get to. You know what I mean? And he's like, "There's no way you can end a joke by saying you love Adolf Hitler." And I was like, "You have no idea what I'm capable of." And so we got there. His joke is, well, here are the positives of 9/11. If you can get there, he's a real comic. Are you guys excited for a great show? That's been my little warm-up. Thank you for dealing with my insane rants. I'm super pumped. We got an amazing lineup. I saw this lineup. It was like, these guys don't deserve these people. No, it's an incredible lineup. I'm glad you guys came out on a Thursday night for this. You guys are gonna be pumped. I'm super excited to bring up our first comic. He's a legend in the New York community here. One of my favorites around the city. Put your hands together for the very talented Lucas Arnold.
One more time for your host, Ivi Demi. Let him hear it!